What's up, everybody? This is MirB8905 of TeamDuelistRepublic coming at you guys with another deck profile. This one isn't as competitive play as my Blackwing deck is, but this is just a little, I don't know what you'd call it, maybe just a pet deck that I keep around just for doing for fun. This is my Bonds Beyond Time deck, which, if that's any clue about what it is, it uses cards from all three of the protagonists before Yuma. So, let's not waste time with this. Let's just go ahead and get started. Having something... There we go. One Blue Eyes White Dragon. You'll see what that's for later. I don't really plan on tribute summoning it. I might Monster Reborn it, but that's about it. Dark Magician. Yugi's Ace. That one I will probably tribute to get out on the field. One Elemental Hero Avion, Burstinatrix, Clayman, Sparkman, Blade Edge, Bubbleman, and Wildheart. And those are all for some of the fusions that you'll see here in a little while. As well as Elemental Hero Neos, Jaden's Ace Monster, and you'll see what that's for too here in a little while. Buster Blader, mainly for fusion summoning Dark Paladin, because Paladin is in this deck. And aside from that, you can just tribute him or Monster Reborn him to try to take down dragons that people have brought out. So, he fits in this deck fairly well. Dark Magician Girl, just because Dark Magician's in the deck, and if she comes out after him, she gets a 300-point boost. There's the Blade Edge. Bubbleman, Wildheart, yeah, everyone knows what they do. 3 Junk Synchrons for Synchro Summoning. Pretty much all the monsters in here are Yusei monsters. So, it made sense to just use his tuner. Kuriboh, just in case you have to block a Malefic Truth Dragon like in the movie. You can yell at them to suck on your hairy balls. All that good stuff. One Malefic Blue Eyes White Dragon, which is why the Blue Eyes was up here earlier. So, just in case you have or you get the Blue Eyes, find a way to get it back in your deck and then just summon this while the field spell's out on the field. It works just fine. Malefic Cyber End. A little bit easier to use because Cyber Dragon just sits in the extra deck, so you don't have to use it. Or Cyber End Dragon, I mean. I said Cyber Dragon. He's basically just a beater, just like Blue Eyes. Malefic Truth Dragon. Half considering taking it out just because it's so hard to summon. Might replace it with... I don't know, maybe another Kuriboh or something. I don't know what I want to put in there yet. Quillbolt, just for extra monsters when you're synchro summoning. Sonic Chick, good defensive card, especially with a lot of the new XYZs out. Now that most of them have over 1900, so Sonic Chicks could be a halfway good card to play in decks nowadays. I mean, they don't have a real competitive edge, but it's like Gravity Bind. Yeah, it may not stop rank monsters, but Sonic Chick will, because most of them are over 1900. Speed Warrior, again, same thing as Junk or Quillbolt, just extra synchro summoning material. Turret Warrior, probably the best one in this, because most of the other monsters are warriors. So if you're done with one of them, just tribute them for Turret Warrior, and he'll get a lot of attack points off of that. So works very well to have him in the deck. Wing Kuriboh. Basically just the same thing as Kuriboh. If it's out on the field, no battle damage. I don't know why I put Wing Kuriboh in there. I just felt like it because it's Jaden's. Spells, Burial from a Different Dimension. This is for, say, putting the Blue Eyes or any of the Elemental Hero fusions you've used back in the graveyard if you need them again. So, if you need a big monster, say that Blue Eyes has found its way out of play because of Malefic Blue Eyes. Oh, Monster Reborn, back comes Blue Eyes. And you get a instant 3,000 point monster just off of that. Fusion Gate, this is the field spell that the Malefics play off of in this deck, as well as fusion summoning the E-Heroes out. May or may not redo this when the new format comes out. I was actually thinking about using a super polymerization, but I heard that talk is they may get hit on the list, so I don't know about playing one of those in here now. Mage Power, good equip spell to have. Monster Reborn, triple MST, you know, yada yada yada, all your staple cards. Parallel World Fusion, just one fusion summon outside of Fusion Gate. So if you've done 2 or 3 fusion summons with Fusion Gate, you can just use this to fusion summon something from removed from play pile. It works pretty well with the build. One Scapegoat for defense, and I also combo that with United We Stand. So, you know, this furry little friend Kuriboh here might be the only thing I have left. Equip him with United We Stand and use Scapegoat, and he goes up to 4,300 in one move. Just a nice little combo I keep for backup. I don't necessarily use it on Kuriboh, but hypothetically, if that was the only thing I had left, then that'd be a time I'd spring it. 1 Swords. Thinking about going to 2. I'm not for sure. I may wait till after the ban list season's over. Traps. 1 Call of the Haunted just for reborning stuff. 1 Magic Cylinder. Second one's in the extra deck. I really wish they'd unlimit this because Magic Cylinder is a hilarious trap card to watch your opponent run into. 1 Mirror Force, 1 Negate Attack, Starlight Road, you know, more staples. Starlight Road comes in handy now that Heavy's back, as well as Dark Hole. So, kind of handy to have lying around the deck. Plus, it gets Stardust Dragon out without a Synchro Summon. Extra deck, you know, Cyber End Dragon, like I said, Dark Paladin, blah, blah, blah. E-Hero Fusions right now is Absolute Zero, Gaia, Great Tornado. You know, all the real good ones that just take a hero and another monster of the same attribute. So, they work really well in the deck. Kind of looking for more Great Tornadoes, maybe another Gaia. I'm not for sure if I would trade for them or not, but you never know. If I put together a hero deck, I may just use them again. Neos Knight, just because Jaden used it in the movie, and I would really like one of these if anyone has one. I plan on using that in a hero deck whenever it comes time to build a hero deck again. Vision Hero Trinity, I love this thing. I'm just going to throw that out now. I love Vision Hero Trinity. Not too crazy about not being able to attack directly, but 3 attacks with 5,000 on the turn he summoned and 2,500 any other time. I like it. It gets through just about anything in its way. Synchros, Armory Arm. Just give a monster 1,000 extra attack points to get around something that it might not be able to destroy on its own. And deal some damage at the same time. So that's why it's in there. Junk Archer, just to get stuff out of the way. Like, say, oh, I don't know, Pesky Marshmallow, or like my own example, Sonic Chick. All my monsters are too strong to destroy it. Junk Archer, remove from play, direct attack. Something like that. Junk Destroyer, may or may not take him out. I'm not for sure. Because the only real good way to summon him right now is to have... I'm looking for a 5-star. I don't have a 5-star. The best way right now would be to use Junk Synchron, Avion, and Speed Warrior. Or Quillbolt. That might be a little bit easier too. He's kind of hard to summon in this deck. I may change that up a little bit. 1 Junk Gardna. Yusei used it in the movie. Extra defense. Blah, blah, blah. All that good stuff. Junk Warrior. And not too much to say about Junk Warrior. He's just in here. Lightning Warrior. Easy peasy to summon with this deck. Lots of 4 stars and Junk Synchron being a 3. Instant Lightning Warrior. I love its effect, which is if it destroys an opponent's monster by battle and sends it to the graveyard, your opponent loses 300 damage for each card in their hand. I like it a lot. It's like Ceasefire, but doesn't do as much damage. Oh, no, wait. Ceasefire is an effect monster. Yeah, never mind. I'm out of it today. I apologize for that. It's not very often that happens. But I like his effect. I'm not too crazy about only 2,400, but he's a nice synchro to have in the deck. He does his job. 7 Swords Warrior only works with Mage Power or United We Stand on him. And that's just to do 800 points of damage while he's got an equip spell on him. And if I send an equip spell equipped to him to the graveyard, I can destroy a face-up monster your opponent controls. Not too crazy about using that effect. I just do the 800 with it. And one Stardust Dragon, just for negating stuff. I'm actually thinking about putting a Utopia in here, but I'm not for sure about that. He might be what's replacing Junk Destroyer if I decide on that. And in the side deck, we've sided an Ocean and a Woodsman, just in case. You never know if you might need them. Flute of Summoning Kuriboh, may kick it. Magic Cylinder. 2 Power Frames. I love Power Frame. I'm glad it came back as a common in the battle packs because it's so much easier to get now. Basically, if a face-up monster you control is targeted for an attack by a monster with a higher attack, negate that attack, equip this card to the target, and the equipped monster gains attack equal to the difference between its attack and the attack of the attacker when this card resolves. So basically, it just gets a lot of attack points based on whatever your opponent's monster is. So it comes in handy in a scrape. 1 Flame Wingman. He may also go back in. He replaces probably Tornado if I was going to use him. Mariner, just for direct attacks. You put United We Stand on him. That works as well, especially when you got 3 or 4 monsters. Or even just Mage Power. That makes his attack go up exponentially. And as long as you have a face-down spell or trap card, he can attack directly. So works very well in a deck like this, because I can set the MSTs face down. And that works really well, too. Mudball Man. Yeah, it's Mudball Man. Plasma Vice. Does a lot of piercing damage, and I can discard a card and destroy 1 monster in attack position your opponent controls. Plasma Vice is a nice one to have. Not exactly recommended, but he's nice if you have him. Rampart Blaster, just for defense, and it can still hit for 1,000 damage each turn. Works pretty nicely. Steam Healer, just to gain life points back. He's got low attack, so you might want to put the Mage Power, the United We Stand on him to keep him alive. Terra Firma. Terra Firma works pretty well in this deck, since most of it is Elemental Hero. You just summon a normal monster, tribute it off. Terra Firma gains whatever attack points it has. So, it works out pretty nice with him. And Thunder Giant. Like before, it's Thunder Giant. So, that's pretty much it for my Bonds Beyond Time deck. You know, sorry, I'm kind of, I don't know, kind of lethargic or something. I don't know, I'm just kind of out of it right now. I've been on and off YouTube stuff for the last couple weeks. I'm going to blame this on camping. Because I was gone for a full week and didn't have any technology whatsoever. So, I just haven't really gotten back into the stream of things. I'm trying to get back in it. So, yeah, you know, this was just a little pet deck. I don't really care if you guys like it or not. I would like it if you like it. But, I'm not real competitive when it comes to Yu-Gi-Oh! Like, if somebody in our group of people is using a real competitive deck, I will get competitive just to show them up a little bit. And after that, I just really do it for fun. I'm not in it to be competitive. So, yeah, you know, that's pretty much it for my deck profile. I will hopefully have another one up here within the next week for you guys. Stay tuned for more videos from X Division, because I think he's got 2 or 3 more coming up here sometime soon. That's pretty much it. Thanks for watching. Comment, like, subscribe, rate, blah, 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 all that other good stuff. And stay tuned for future videos, guys. Thanks.